Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back, and we got another first look on the channel, and once again it's another one of those life games. You remember for a long time we played Train Life. That was the last time we played a Simteract Nacon game, and we really enjoyed it, didn't we, if you've been around on the channel for some time. So I'm hoping this one is going to be just as good. This of course is Taxi Life, a city driving simulator. I want to say a big thanks first of all to Simteract, Nacon and Dead Good Media for reaching out to me and giving me a PC key to be able to show this to you. I was going to get this anyway, as you know, so that's a bonus. I haven't got it on the PS5. I might look into getting it on the PS5, but this is on the PC. I've seen a couple of people streaming it just on and off today on the console, so I thought it'd be interesting just to have a look what it's like on the PC. I'm sure it runs just as it does on the current gen consoles, so we'll have a look. I've not seen it at all on the PC, so I'm quite looking forward to it. Just to let you know, system settings wise, if I just show you what I've got in here, this is the resolution I've got, full screen. I've got the presets to high. I think you can whack them up to epic. I'm going to leave them on high, I think, to start with. We'll see how we get on. Let me just save that. And we'll see what it's all about. I am using the Xbox controller, although I do know that certainly on PC you can use certain wheels. There is a list of wheels that you can use that are compatible on the Steam page. But I'm using the Xbox controller. I think many players will be using a controller, so we could try it in the future on the G29, but I think just for this video we will do it this way. So I'm going to jump in and set a new career. I turned off the actual music from the game. I'm not really sure whether it's copyright or not, so it's always best to turn it off when you're playing around on YouTube. So first of all, we've got to enter a name, so that's easy, provided we've got enough characters. What model can we use? We've got this guy. He looks like my Train Sim World 4 driver, that guy. We've got the blonde guy, we've got the really old guy, and we've got the bald guy. I'm going to go for this guy, you know. I'm going to go for that. Right, company name. Oh, God, you know what I'm going to do, don't you? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call it... Let's have a look. It's got to be, hasn't it? We've got Tintin Logistics and all the trucking games. What about Tintin Cabs? Is that too... Oh, you can't even fit it in, look. You know, let's call it Tin Cars. Let's just call it Tin Cars. Right, we've got to pick a logo. We've got one with a snazzy green within it. What else have we got up? Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to see them in large. Oh, there we go. We just highlight them. So we got all these different ones. We got the old lightning bolt there, the fire, the flower, the car. Oh, the duck. The duck's quite good. You know, I'm going to go for the duck. Why not? Company colours. What have we got? We should go for the channel colours if we can. There is no red, though. I can't do the red and yellow. There is no red and yellow. That's poor, isn't it? Where's red? Oh, dear me. Right, so we got black. Is that grey? Let's just go for that, shall we? We'll do that. Right, next stage. Hopefully it's going to get us straight into it.
Welcome to the
vibrant here we go.
city of Barcelona, where history meets modernity in a symphony of architectural wonders. From the bustling, narrow streets of the Gothic Quarter to the breathtaking landmarks the city has to offer, your journey as a taxi driver begins. Feel the sea breeze on your face as you cruise along the sun-kissed beaches and embark on an unforgettable adventure. Embrace the spirit of Barcelona and become the most sought-after taxi driver in town. But first, let's get you a taxi driver's license.
So there we go.
Hey there, welcome to our driving school. Before you hit the bustling streets of Barcelona to ferry people around, we gotta teach you how to drive first. So let's get started.
Right.
You have the option
Oh,
to skip
is he going to let me
head
speak?
straight to the city by selecting the appropriate option from the pause menu. But hey, just a heads up. Learning the rules now could come in handy later on down the road. Your call. This is the cabin of your car.
It'll let me
You can look around
soon.
and use the buttons that are highlighted. You can open, close windows, and use the radio, or AC. In the future, you'll be able to interact with the cabin to your heart's content. Right now, turn on the engine by pressing and holding the start button.
Right. Now I'm going to speak. What I was going to say off the bat is, this is, of course, Barcelona. It's a place I've been to in real life once. It was a while back, 1999, so I don't think I would recognise any of it. I don't think the new camp is in here. I did do a tour of the new camp. I did a stadium tour, which was quite nice. And, of course, I went to the Sagrada Familia. I don't think that's in there either, but I did go for a few beers down at the sort of, what do you call it? Not the coastline. What do you call it? It's kind of like the harbour. There's lots of expensive yachts in there, and there's quite a good nightlife down there. But anyway, that might be in the game, so we'll see. But what I wanted to say is that this is Barcelona, and isn't it nice that... Oh, don't want to do that. Isn't it nice that we can actually get out of Germany in a game for once? We spend a lot of time driving around Germany, don't we? So this is quite refreshing, actually. So I was just working out how to change the views there. Let's get the engine started. So left button and hold up. Is that working? Hang on.
Very good.
There we go.
The engine is turned on and you see that the dashboard panel is now working. There is lots of interesting information. For example, your speed and fuel level. Red and orange icons inform you that something wrong is happening with your car. However, your car is new and ready to go, so for now, you won't have to worry about that. Release the handbrake by pressing the handbrake button.
Right, so far it looks pretty good. It looks very sharp graphically on the PC with these settings that I've got. If we get any stuttering or anything like that as we're driving around, we'll of course look to adjust it so that we can play it. But it's looking good so far. So let's take the handbrake off.
Very good. Now you can drive. Increase the speed by pressing the acceleration button and drive to the marker in front of you. You can brake by pressing the brake button and turn the wheels with the turning buttons.
All right, let's do that. So doing this tutorial, unfortunately, is a necessary evil, but let's do it anyway.
Great job.
There we go.
Just keep in mind that the game will require you to make numerous precise maneuvers. Your level of control over the car will depend on the type of control device you're using. The control system has been designed to enable you to navigate through narrow streets. Look at how much you can turn the steering wheel. It's worth noting that the steering wheel and the car's wheels turn slowly at the start and then pick up speed as they approach their left or right limit. If you're ready, park the car in the marked space in front of you. Of course, you can change the view by pressing the view button.
Right, let's do this, shall we? We'll do it from this view, and we'll see what it looks like from the outside. It looks pretty nice, that. It does look nice. I prefer this view. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, before we start with the main missions, I do like being in this view.
Excellent work. You've got the hang of controlling the car. Just a friendly reminder, when driving in the city, it's important to use your turn signals to let other drivers know your intentions. Test it. Press the blinker buttons.
There we go.
Let's get back to the cabin view. Press the view button. Impressive.
There we go.
You can also use quick look features to make sure that a maneuver you want to make is safe. Test it. Press excellent.
Yeah, there we go. So you can do a quick
lean
look
forward for a better view.
So that's good.
Test it. Press the look back and lean buttons.
Look back. Oh dear, you can go all the way around. That's handy. That is handy.
Additionally, in the cabin, you can use some buttons, but all functions available here are also available directly from your steering device or from the radial menu. Press the radial button to open the radial menu.
So
now
the radial
you can
menu
navigate
is
through it
here.
with the tab change buttons. To choose each option, press the action button. To exit the radial menu, press the exit button. Remember, the time is slowed down when the radial menu is turned on.
Right, so we can pick different things. So if we go to the aircon, if I want to pick this, for example, how do I... Let me do that again. So let me go back to the aircon. So I choose it with this. Choose each option, press R in. Ah, that's how we do it. Okay, so we're using the right stick to do that. Okay, there's going to be a few buttons to remember.
Awesome.
But we'll get there.
Don't forget to keep an eye on the fuel level and remember that the car is susceptible to damage. If any of the five
Come on, I want to
icons that are
drive.
linked
Come
to
on.
the car's endurance start to light up, you'll need to repair the car. These parameters are also shown on the HUD as bars. However, there is also one more bar, one parameter, cleanliness. It has an influence on the passenger's behavior and tips. Okay, you know the basics. Now you can try the car. If you feel ready for the exam,
Thank heavens for that.
please park in the marked space.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's park in the space, shall we? Let's do it in this view. The steering's very slick, I'll say that much.
Drive along the curved line and
Very
park
sensitive.
in the marked space. Drive slowly and control your position.
Okay, so we're going over
Try
to the
be
right.
in the middle of the line. Don't cross it.
Okay, so let's just do this nice and easy. I didn't see a setting actually for the sensitivity of the steering. You can see how much it's trying to pull. It's very jerky. Pulling over to the right there. Is that it? Or do we need to go backwards? Let's just have a look outside. See where it wants me to go. Ah, a bit too far forward. There we go.
Very good. Park in the marked space to start the next stage.
Alright. Yeah, it's much easier in this view. And
Let's
it's less
practice
nauseous as
parallel
well.
parking.
Because that's the other
You
thing.
need to stop the car in the designated point. Here are the steps. Turn the wheels to the maximum left position and move forward slowly. Once you reach the marked space, turn the wheels to the maximum right position and move forward slowly. If you need to make any adjustments, slowly move the car backward and reposition the car to the left or right as needed.
So I reckon if this was a driving test, it would ask you to pull forward and then reverse into this space. But he said put on a full left, go forward slowly, and then go into a full right. So shall we just try it as he said? Let's do it exactly as he said. So now we can put a full right on. And we should stay
Very good.
in the box. There we
Park
go.
in the marked
Easy.
space to start the next stage.
Right. Let's just speed it up a little bit, shall we? There's wheel spinning going on and everything. It's quite nice.
Let's practice perpendicular reverse parking. You need to
Okay.
stop the car in the designated point. Here are the steps.
We
Turn
don't
the
need the
wheels
steps.
to the maximum left position.
We don't need the steps,
and
boy.
move backwards slowly. Once the car is nearly in a parallel position,
Just
to
out of the
marked
box, look.
space, straighten the wheels and continue moving the car backward.
This should do it.
Very nice.
There we go.
Park in the marked space to start the next stage.
Right. Here we go. It's nice we're actually getting to do some driving now. Oh, gotta watch the corns. Oh, look at that. That's that steering. The steering's very, very... It's very sensitive. I'm gonna have a look in a minute if there's any kind of sensitivity setting. We'll have a quick look in the pause menu, shall we? Let's just get that a little bit better. If this is a driving test, I should do this way, way more carefully. There we go.
Let's practice making a U-turn in 3 moves. Follow these steps. Turn the wheels to the maximum left position and move forward slowly. Remember to stop before the car leaves the marked space.
Right, 3-point turn. Let's
Turn the
go.
wheels to the maximum right position and move backward slowly. Again, stop the car before it leaves the marked space.
There we go. There's a
Once
3-point
more,
turn for
turn the
you.
wheels to the left and move forward slowly.
It's very
Adjust the
particular about
position
how
of
you
the
line
car
up,
to
though.
Very good. You
There we
passed
go.
the first part of the exam. You are ready to take a test drive through Barcelona.
Ooh, let's do it. Do we get out of this
Before you
car
hit
as
the
well?
city streets, It's important to remember that you must abide by all traffic rules and regulations.
Yeah. Come on.
By driving in a calm manner, using turn signals, and following traffic signs, you'll be rewarded with XP points. However, if you break any traffic rules and get caught by a police patrol, you'll receive a ticket. Please remember that the standard speed limit in the city is 50 kilometers an hour.
That's not bad speed, is
luck.
it, for city streets? I think some of the streets are quite narrow as well,
This is
so...
the final part of your exam. You'll need to drive your own car in a real city to complete the test. Good luck.
Right, let me just have a look first at the... let's have a look at the game settings. Here we go. Steering sensitivity at low speed. I don't want it as... Let's just knock this down. I'm going to knock them both down to 30 and see how we get on, because it is very sensitive. Right, I'll save it like that. Save it like that.
To successfully
Right, we'll see how we get
pass
on with
this
this.
exam, you must pick up a client and safely deliver them to their intended destination. Are you
We're in a
ready to
proper
begin?
taxi though now, look.
Let's go. Open the map by pressing the map button. This is where you can find available jobs. Using the steering buttons, choose the icon of the green figure to select the available job.
Right, so we
Great
are
job.
down here.
In the pop-up
I'm gonna
window
go into
which
this one.
appeared, you can see the job details, including the amount of money you'll receive and the XP reward. Read it and press the accept button.
Just over half a kilometre to get there. It's a difficulty easy. We're going to get 200 XP and we will get €100 for this. So let's do it, shall we? This you can see on here. There's a big area of the city that's not sort of showing. It's all greyed out at the moment. I wonder if there's some expansion coming there. I do believe I've read somewhere that there is a couple of 100 kilometres to actually explore in this map, just on its own. So it's a pretty decent size. But anyway,
Excellent.
let's get into
You've
it.
taken your first job. Keep an eye on the orange bar located above the pop-up information window. This is the patience bar, and it will gradually decrease over time. The speed at which it decreases will depend on your passenger's temperament and, most importantly, your driving style.
Okay.
Avoid breaking traffic rules, as this may scare the client. Remember, the client won't wait forever, and note that the final destination will not be immediately available. It will only be revealed once the client is in the car.
Right, that makes sense.
Okay, now you must drive to pick up the client. Exit the map by pressing the exit button. Follow the GPS route you can see on the mini map to the marked point and park in the marked space.
Okay. So first of all, got to remember how to... Oh, turn on the engine. That's what I wanted. So we want LB. There we go. I think we're ready. There it is. So where is the patience bar? Is that it there where it says pick up the client? Is that the patience bar? That could be it. I don't know where it actually shows in game. Anyway, right. Let's start going to pick him up. Looking quite nice so far. I imagine keeping to the speed limit is going to be a challenge, because just then, even down this sort of, side road, it was moving quite fast without me realising it. Maybe 50 kilometres per hour isn't that fast at all, really. It sounded pretty fast, but I don't know. Right, let's get the indicators on, like it said. Make sure nobody steps out on the crossing. Let's just go back in for... Oh, look at me speeding already, look. Looks like I'm turning, so hopefully our guy is just around this corner. He's 0.7 of a kilometre away. Oh, there's the patience meter. I can see it on the little sat nav there at the bottom. That's what I was looking for. I didn't look at the mirrors while we were driving. I'll just have a look at the mirrors because it looks all right. I'm gonna say some games we get the mirrors stutter a little bit, don't they? But that looks okay. Let's see what it's like when we're actually driving. There's the green. I don't think, by the way, that any of the cars that are in this game are actually licensed. I think they're all fictional. Oh, this tree's a bit low. Look at this. Right, here's our guy. Yep, that's him. I recognise his picture. Here he goes. In his turtleneck. Where
Now
to,
you know
boss?
where to go. Drive to the destination point.
He's not going
and
far, is
remember
he?
to control the patience bar. Occasionally, a client may initiate a conversation, and depending on the circumstances, you may choose to engage or disregard them. Keep in mind that participating in the conversation could potentially boost your tips, XP points, and even improve your current patience level.
Right, so I'm going to have to get used to the braking, because the braking is very... You just need to touch the trigger, and it's quite sensitive. So, oh, am I turning here? I didn't see that. Right, his patience is going to wear thin if I don't do this correctly. I like the idea that there's no big hood. You know, the actual dashboard of the car is your hood, which is quite clever, because sometimes we've got the dashboard and you can't quite see it, and there is kind of like, you know, the bottom right hand corner, there's another hood that you have to follow. But in this, you can do it, you know, enough just by looking at the dashboard of the car, which is quite nice, and the sat nav, of course. But I think this guy, it's only half a kilometre. This guy's lazy, isn't he? Maybe he's had a few drinks. What time is it? It's only 9:28 in the morning. He shouldn't really. I need to get across here. Keep having to try to remember to use the... whoops. Keep having to try to remember to use the indicators. Let's follow this little Fiat that's not a Fiat. This is where we need to pull over. Indicators again. There we go. Is that our first job?
Very good. You have
Nice,
completed your first
nice.
job and passed the exam. Congratulations.
And we got
As
an
you can
achievement.
see, you've earned your first money and XP points. The money can be used to refuel and clean your car, or even buy a new one. You can use XP points to develop your character. Now let's spend some money. See the gas station? Go there and refuel the car.
Right, let's do that. I think I'm going to enjoy this, you know. Oh, I got the driver's license as well there. Got the driver's license achievement. So let's just press back on there. If you want to adjust the sensitivity of the controls, check the game settings. We found that, didn't we? So that's all right. This marks the conclusion of the tutorial's core section. Taxi Life offers a vast and diverse world for your exploration. While the game provides guidance and tips, don't hesitate to venture out on your own. Utilize the map, test your car's function, and engage in experimentation. Enjoy the game. I guess we could just do that, couldn't we? You could just drive around, look for the little green person on the map, start picking people up. That was the handbrake I had on, by the way. That's why we did a little bit of a wheel spin. But let's go and fuel up like it asked us to. So we'll stay in this view, shall we? Just pull in here. I don't know how accurate you need to be in this box, but we'll try. There we go. So let's put the handbrake on. Go to the gas station panel. There are two options for refueling: partial and to the max. Choose one of them and exit the panel. Right, so we've got 72% fuel on board at the minute. So shall we fill it up? We'll press X to fill it up. Oh, let's continue first. That might help. There we go. You can also use the charger for electric cars and car washes in a similar way. Okay, got it. Got it. I would have thought every car in a city like this should kind of be electric. I don't know. What do you think? It's all heading that way, isn't it? With congestion charges and things like that. Now it's time to visit the garage. Let's find the garage on the map and go there. Okay, so to get hold of the map, we press this button. Okay, I'm getting it now. Numerous icons you can browse through by utilizing the D-pad. Yep, okay. Select any point and it creates a GPS route to it. It's fairly standard, isn't it? Change the tab to move to other sections. Okay, now find the garage icon, select it, and press A. Right, so we are here at the moment. I guess we can go to any garage. Let's press A. So we've got a waypoint. Let's back out of this. We have to restart the engine again. Right, okay, fair enough. Let's do that. This will all become second nature after a short time, I'm sure of it. Let's just change the view, shall we? I can't scroll back from this view. I'm a little bit near to the back of the car there. Can I kind of... I don't think I can zoom out. Maybe I can, but I just don't know yet. I feel like I'm a bit too close to the back of the car. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's avoid these Vespers at the side. Try and keep in the speed limit and go and find this garage, shall we? I am liking it so far. I think, from what I've seen, graphically, it's fine. There's some slight popping in going on. Look at the cars in front. So, there's some slight performance to be had. Now, that could be, though, I have got the settings on high, remember. Probably turning that down to medium would help, but I don't think we probably should do that. It's designed to run at high and ultra, and my PC's fairly beefy, so, this is day one, though. So, they'll be looking at feedback, as they always do, and they'll be looking at the performance, etc., and I'm sure they'll be bringing out more little tweaks as we go along over the coming days and weeks. That's just to be expected, isn't it? But I must learn to stop without that screeching, because if I've got a passenger on board, if I keep doing that, his patience meter is going to go down quite rapidly, isn't it? But we'll go and do this anyway. We'll go and find this garage. Like I said at the beginning, if I get half as much fun out of this as I did with Train Life, then we're on to a good one here with this. A lot of you guys jumped onto the channel. Oh, God, now I'm in the wrong lane. Let's quick. Let's get round. Go on, you go in your Peugeot. A lot of you guys jumped onto the channel, actually, with Train Life and have stayed with me, so that's good. So it's nice to be back on a game that is an Acorn Simterrack game, isn't it? After all this time. Seems like a long time since we played Train Life on the channel. But anyway, right, what is this guy doing? Stay exactly where you... Oh, look at these lot. Okay, we've got someone wearing Bruce Lee's outfit going across there to the left. His Gamer Death outfit. So I can see the little green little person icon there on the left. So there's just people hanging about randomly that we can pick up to do taxi missions. But it does want us to come to the garage. Actually, this is the garage. Does it want me to go onto the path? That's dangerous. Let's do it anyway. Of course, I'm not straight again. So let's get exactly straight. And we'll see what this gives us. Press A to enter the garage. Welcome to the garage. This is where you can service your vehicle, purchase and sell cars and components, and personalise and enhance your ride. You can repair the whole car. Keep in mind you can also fix individual parts as needed. Remember, these repairs can only be performed in the garage and will, no doubt, of course, use up your money. As you can see down the bottom left-hand corner there. You can also refuel and charge your car as well as doing it out on the road, which is quite nice. Let's just have a look what we've got in the maintenance section. So we've got refuel, we've got repair, cleanliness, that's going to be important. The steering, fixing damage to the steering, problems with the brakes, the engine, the gears, and the bodywork as well. And then if I go across, not that one. Oh, right, I didn't mean to go to that tab. We'll seeing as we're here, we'll show this. You're in the progression panel. You can see all the perks you can unlock. So this is fairly standard, isn't it? So as we drive around, we'll get perks, which will help us get better at driving, proficiency, maintenance, law, obedience, and the company stuff. So that's quite good. So we're able to rank up different levels. Statistics is quite nice. So you're going to be able to see the total distance, average per day. You're going to be able to see how far you are if you're collecting the achievements for the monuments and murals that you found. All the different types of cars. You've got how many jobs you've done, etc. Longest trip. The best tip that you've had as well. That's quite interesting. Then we got the full help, which is quite nice to have there in the game if you need to refer to it. And in here, you can view your cars and those available for purchase. So in here, the only two I've got is the one that we've got that's standard. And then if you're on Steam, if you're playing this on the PC, if you go to the Steam store page, I think it was before the 14th of March 2024, you can pick this car up for free. If you were buying this, it's 5,000, it says. So maybe we've got that, but we still have to buy it to use it in game, if you know what I mean. But it is available for us to use. I don't know if you get that on console, unless you've got the supporters. I think it's the supporters edition on console, but on Steam, certainly you can get that for free at the moment. That looks like the one that we used in the tutorial, isn't it? That's a variation of the one we've got. That one looks suspiciously, apart from the back, like a bit of a Tesla, doesn't it? We've got an estate there. We've got the old people carrier version, and then we've got a saloon, which looks suspiciously like a Mercedes, doesn't it? Which it isn't, because like I said, they're all fictional, aren't they? You can buy parts and install new parts for each car. So I presume that gives you a little bit more, oomph. Change the brake disc, change the tyres, customizing the outside and the cabin. And you can rest as well. I don't know how you use the resting yet. I don't know whether or not you need to rest as you would in a trucking game like Euro Truck or American Truck, or whether that is just a way of skipping time. So it's not resting. It's called resting, but is it just skipping time? So if you're driving during the night and you want to make it daytime, is that how you do it? Possibly. So that's the garage. So I wonder now, are we under our own steam? Because if we are, we'll start the engine. We'll have a quick look to our left and right. Oh, the handbrake is on. I'm going to have to remember the handbrake, as I'm going to have to be back at the garage replacing tyres quite often. Is this one way? I hope this is not one way. There is something actually. See that question mark on the minimap? There's something there that can be discovered. I think, oh my, where is he going? Oh yeah, look. We can't go down there, look. It's no entry. Right, so let's get back on the proper road. We don't want to get any fines. I was going to go down to that question mark and just have a quick look what that was. Let's see if I can get to the map. So I can actually go to... Let's go to that question mark, shall we? So if I take the next right and right here, it's on a grid, isn't it? Take a right, take another right, go 2 junctions along. Right, okay, we'll find it. We'll just go and see what that is. That could be one of the collectibles, so we might as well get one of those whilst we're in the first look. There is a fur that I can pick up on this side. Oh, wow, what's happened to this guy? What even has happened there? He's gone into somebody's bins or something. I don't really know how that's happened and why nobody's actually picked that up. That's a bit worrying. Anyway, let's enjoy a little bit of a drive around. Oh, look at that again. Right, I'm not meant to do that. I need to look and follow the signs a bit better. Right, so I can't go down there. So when can I turn right? Let's look at the next one, see if I can turn right. Oh, they're turning right. I can see them turning right. So we're going to turn right. We're going to go all the way back round. What is this guy doing? Oh, no! Sorry. There they are, just minding their own business, having a coffee. That's actually quite dangerous, that. What are they doing sat on the street? I would not recommend that, to be honest, especially when I'm driving. Right, now can I turn right here? I can. Yeah, the steering's still a little bit slick. So I might do some further modifications on that until I come back with the next video, just to see if that can be a little bit better. Let's stick to the 50 kilometers per hour. I'll find this question mark, see what that's all about. Just need to go a couple more blocks, I think. It's nice how they've done it with these tree-lined streets. They do look very nice. And I'm hoping as well that the map is big enough for us to, drive around and maybe not keep thinking, oh, I've been here before. I want to be able to go around the map and it be big enough to, on a shift, to provide some variety, scenery-wise. Still some pop in there. Generally, this is quite nice. The ambient noise that I can hear in the background as well is all quite nice. That's quite relaxing. It's a very relaxed game so far. Oh, keep it going. Your driving style increased your XP level. Oh, it just likes me driving around, look. It likes me just ambling around. Nice and steady, doing my own thing. Right, so we've got some graffiti there. How do I capture that? Ah, right, so okay. So there's graffiti number 9, so there's obviously quite a few of those. So if I collect it, I get XP for that. So those are worth collecting. I think what we'll do is we'll find somebody that wants picking up, and we'll do one more job on this first look, and then we'll come back and we'll play this live, I think. And that's what we'll do. Where is the fur? Where is the fur? It should be here. Who is... Do I need to set... Can I just pick somebody up? Or do I need to actually... Right, let's do this. Let's do this properly. Right, so if I do that, and I take the task... So I can't just pick somebody up. I think I need to set a waypoint, and then it appears. There you go. Okay, that's how we do it. So even though we can see the little green person symbols... Let's just get this straight. We can't pick them up unless we set a waypoint, but that's fair enough. Right, so everyone's getting in. Oh, there's 3 guys then. There's only 1 getting in. Right, pick up the clients. Let's have a look inside. Let's just have a look. Oh, everybody got in, look. Everybody got in, but there was only an animation for 1. But that's fine.
Remove this awful bug from the window.
So he wants us to do the... Right, so he wants us to get the windscreen wipers going. Now, how did we get... Not that. How did we get the radial menu up? Can anybody remember? I can't remember. Let's have a look. Game settings. No, we want the controls. That's what we want. Actually, let's just have a look at that. Game settings. We got... Oh, we got arcade, semi-arcade, simulation. What's the difference between simulation and arcade? I don't know. Difficulty level. Normal. Hard. Braking sensitivity. Oh, I'm going to knock that down. Definitely going to knock that down. Save it with X. Okay, let's do that. I need to look at the controls. Where's the controls? Let's have a look. So, brake, accelerate, clutch. No, we need to change that to controller. That will help us. Right, blinker map. Radial menu. Right, down on the D-pad. There we go. So, he wanted us... What did he want us to do? He wanted us to use the windscreen wipers. So, we do that. We press that in. There's the windscreen wipers. Is that the bug gone? Is the guy happy? He's still patient with us. So is there not a quick way to turn that off now? I don't think there's a quick way to turn that off, is there? Anyway, right. We're going to go. We're going to get this job underway. Let's go. So we got just over 2 kilometres with this job. So we'll do it nice and easy. We don't want these guys to get frustrated with us. We want a decent tip. We've got to make some money. The streets are very narrow with all this, all these vehicles parked either side. Oh, the braking's much better. Now I've turned the braking down. That's much, much better. We're not going to hit this person having a coffee. She's still sat there, look. She's thinking, oh my word, not him again. And I'm going to come out. I like this view, actually. This is a nice view. But anyway, right. That guy's turning right. Is he getting on with it? He's slow. Very slow turning. Right. Let's stick at about 43. Of course, we've got a red light. That's the problem with city driving, isn't it? Lots of red lights. But we'll get there. Oh, actually, we need to do a left. Let's get the old indicators on. I need to, when I'm in this view, I need to pay attention more to that minimap there on the left. Because about 3 times now, I've missed the fact that I'm meant to be turning. Which is not good. Right, let's just follow this guy. Nice and easy. Actually, we need to be in the right-hand lane. I'm presuming this is one way. Looks like it. And we're going right again. Let's tuck in behind this Fiat. There's a lot of these Fiats. Oh, you fool. What was going on then? Do you see that? Brake checking. Actually, there's another collectible here. Can I collect this whilst this guy's in the car? Is he going to shout at me? Actually, I think that is above, isn't it? I think that's on the bridge. I don't think I can collect that one. Right, not to worry. Right, now I'm definitely paying attention to the fact we've got a left coming up because there is an out-of-bounds marker in front.
How long till we arrive?
Oh, we can reply. Let's do this. Not long.
Shouldn't take long.
That's great. I have a busy schedule and I really need to be on time.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. We're nearly there.
It can be tough to balance everything.
My week has been hectic. I never seem to have enough free time.
Sometimes it's better to slow down.
It is that. That is good advice.
I agree. My life moves too fast.
This guy's depressing me. We need to get him out of the cab quick. Right, so we are. What is going on with these guys? Look at the state of this. This is the most disorganised roundabout I have ever seen. Over the tram tracks. And rounds. Oh, come out of my way. Let's just beat him around this corner. Oh, look at those bollards right in the middle of the blooming road. There's not a lot of traffic, is there, for this time of day? I'll be honest with you. But let's just pop back in because we must be nearly there. Yeah, there we go. We've got less than a kilometre to go. So let's just follow this Audi that's not an Audi. The cars drive really nicely. If you can get the acceleration and the braking to the right sensitivity that you want, and I can tell I still need to do some adjustments to that, I think it'll drive really, really nicely. I imagine it drives really nice on the wheel. You have to remember to use the handbrake as well, because it does have a tendency to roll backwards when you're at the traffic lights. And of course, if you hold the brake, that is also the reverse. So you'll end up going backwards. So you need to be careful of that. Anyway. The patience bar is full. Look at that. That's probably because we had that nice conversation with them. They're nice and relaxed. They said they haven't got a lot of time, but they're not bothered as long as they get there in one piece, you know? Green light there. This definitely has something soothing about it. I did see on the Q&A on Steam, as we just wait for this guy to come across, they were saying, the devs were saying that to complete all the missions, etc., it's probably going to take you, and collect all the collectibles, etc., it's going to take you about 30 hours to play everything. But then the taxi missions will keep respawning. So you basically can play beyond that. But I think to cover everything once is about 30 hours, and then it will infinitely keep spawning the taxi jobs. So, you know, you can play it as long as you want. There is no multiplayer, but it has a company management side, and you can employ your own AI employees as well, like we did in Train Life. Same kind of thing as that. So that's quite good. We'll start having a look at that as we progress through it. But this is the end of our job, so I'm going to get the old indicators on, and we're going to see how much money we made out of this one. Oh, that's a bit tight. Let's just go into this view. Let's get the full lock on, like it told us in the tutorial. And it does actually turn all right. This, we can adjust it slightly. Let's come back. There we go. What's he going to give us for this? That was an easy one, by the way. So we got €351. Oh, sorry, no. What am I talking about? The one on the right is another task that we can pick up. So there is one waiting. The one we just did is on the left. And we got 200 XP. We got 316.50. And we actually got nearly a €32 tip. That's not bad, is it? So we got €348 for that. And you see the mark, we got 5 stars, and the patience was 97 out of 100. So that's not bad, is it? What does that mean? Show the bonus details. Okay, so I must have gone through a red light, or else I would have been perfect. But not to worry. I'm not going to worry about that. So that is our first look at Taxi Life. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time, and I know some of you guys have as well. And what is that going through that car at the back? Is that a lamppost? I don't even know what's going on. There's a lamppost or something right through the windscreen of that car. I don't even know what that is. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the first look. We will come back and we'll play it live, I think. Oh my god, those guys just got run over. Oh, watch out. Oh dear. I will finish this video, you know. We will be back with some live. I think it'll be fun to play it together, and you know, we can ask questions. I know a lot of you are playing it today. It's just released today. It'd be nice to compare notes. Some of you are playing it on PC, some of you are playing it on console. So yeah, let's do that. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We've got lots of games like Taxi Life, lots of driving games. If you like trains, there's quite a lot of trains on there. Subscribe to the channel, join us in a live stream, and I'll see you all real soon. Until the next one, bye for now.